It's 2 a.m. The world is asleep, but one person is wide awake. A small room, dim light, a laptop screen glowing in the darkness, and on that screen, just a few words. You are fired. Arian sits frozen, his eyes locked on the screen, but his mind is collapsing. His fingers tremble. He tries to move the mouse, but can't. His throat feels dry, his chest tight. He lowers his head slowly and whispers to himself, "Why? Why does this always happen to me?" Memories begin to flood his mind, one after another. His boss slams a file on the table. "Arian, this is the third time. Your report is completely wrong." Arian snaps back. "It's not my fault. The team gave me the wrong data." The boss stares at him, cold, calm. A leader doesn't shift blame. But Arian doesn't stop. "Oh, really? So now everything is my fault? Fine. Maybe I shouldn't be here at all." His phone rings. It's her. "Arian, you've changed. You don't talk to me like before." He sighs, annoyed. "Please, not this drama again. I'm busy." Silence. Then a quiet voice. "Okay, stay busy." The call ends, and something else ends with it. His friend tries to help. "Bro, just calm down. Think for a second." Arian cuts him off. "You think you're better than me? Fix your own life first." His friend goes silent, then slowly walks away. 2 a.m. Arian is alone. No job, no relationship, no friends. He closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, but the chaos inside him doesn't stop. He suddenly stands up, walks to the window, looks outside. The city is quiet, peaceful. Everyone's okay, except me. A voice echoes inside his mind. "You're not the problem. Your decisions are." Arian freezes. Decisions? He starts thinking. Really thinking. For the first time. Every mistake, every loss, every broken moment. They all had one thing in common. He reacted without thinking. He let emotions control him. He never paused. I never stopped. I never thought. I was always reacting, never responding. A tear rolls down his cheek. But this time, it's not weakness. If I had just stayed calm, maybe everything would be different. The next day, Arian sits alone in a park, tired eyes, heavy mind. One question repeating. Can I change? People walk by, laughing, talking, living. And him? Lost. An old man walks in and quietly sits beside him. White hair, calm face, peaceful presence. A few seconds pass. Silence. Arian looks at him surprised. "How do you know?" The old man smiles gently. "Your eyes tell the story." Silence again. Then he says, "Your life isn't the problem. Your mind is." Arian frowns. "What do you mean?" The old man looks straight at him. "You don't think. You react. That hits hard." "So, what do I do?" The old man replies, "Learn." "Learn what?" "To stay calm. And to think clearly." "That's it?" "That's everything." In that moment, Arian realized something powerful. His problem was never the world. His problem was never other people. His problem was his mind. And from that moment, a new journey begins. A journey of control, clarity, and transformation. Don't try to change your life. Change the way you think, and your life will follow. Morning light spreads slowly across the park. The world feels different in the morning, quieter, softer, almost forgiving. Arian sits on a wooden bench, still, silent. But inside him, there's a storm that hasn't settled yet. He watches people pass by, joggers, couples, an old man feeding birds. Everyone seems to know where they're going. Everyone except him. What am I supposed to do now? The question hangs in the air, unanswered. And then, a presence. An old man walks slowly toward the bench. Simple clothes, white hair, calm eyes. He doesn't ask for permission, he just sits. Silence. Arian glances at him briefly, then looks away. Arian frowns. He wasn't expecting that. What? The old man turns his head slightly. Control. Arian's eyebrows tighten. What do you mean? The old man smiles faintly. You don't than anything Arian heard last night. Look, Arian says, slightly defensive. You don't even know me. The old man nods. That's true. But I don't need to know you to recognize chaos. Silence. Arian exhales slowly. Part of him wants to walk away, but something keeps him there. Okay, Arian says. Let's say you're right. Then what? The old man looks straight ahead, watching the trees move with the wind. Tell me something, he says. When something goes wrong, what do you do first? Arian thinks for a moment. I react. Exactly. The old man nods. And that's your biggest mistake. Most people believe their problem is the situation, the old man continues, but it's not. The real problem is how they respond to it. Arian listens carefully now. Think about it, the old man says. Same situation, different people, different outcomes. Why? Because of how they think. Arian looks down. He knows this is true. Real-life example. The old man continues. Two people lose their job. One panics, blames everyone, makes worse decisions. The other stays calm, analyzes the situation, finds a better opportunity. He turns to Arian. Same problem, different mind. Arian swallows. So, you're saying this is all in my head? The old man shakes his head slightly. No. I'm saying this is all in your control. The calm mindset. Your mind, the old man says, is like water. When it's disturbed, you can't see anything clearly. But when it's calm, everything becomes clear. Arian listens, this time fully present. So, how do I calm it? The old man smiles. Simple. Pause. Arian looks confused. That's it? That's everything. The power of pause. Before every reaction, pause. Just for a few seconds. Let your emotions settle. Let your mind catch up. Then respond. That small pause will change your entire life. Practical demo. The old man points ahead. Look there. A man is arguing loudly on the phone, angry, frustrated. What do you see? The old man asked. Someone angry. No. Someone uncontrolled. Arian watches more closely.
That man, the old man says, is not choosing his actions, his emotions are choosing for him. And that is weakness. Arian takes a deep breath. So, if I pause, I can choose differently? The old man nods. Yes. You move from reaction to response, from chaos to control. Second lesson, thinking clearly. But calmness alone isn't enough, the old man continues. You also need to think clearly. How? By questioning everything. Your thoughts, your assumptions, your emotions. Don't believe everything your mind tells you. Arian raises his head. You mean my thoughts can be wrong? The old man smiles. Most of the time, they are. Let's try something, the old man says. Right now, what are you thinking? Arian hesitates. That my life is falling apart. Good, the old man says. Now question it. Is it 100% true? Arian pauses, really thinks. No. Exactly. Your life isn't over, you're just in a difficult moment. And there's a difference. Arian feels something shift inside him. For the first time, he's not overwhelmed. He's thinking. So, what do I do now? He asked. The old man stands up slowly. You learn how to stay calm, how to think smart, and how to control your mind. He starts walking away, then stops. And remember, he turns slightly. Your life changes the moment you stop reacting and start thinking. Arian sits there, still, but different, not fixed, not perfect, but aware. And sometimes, that's the beginning of everything.
There's a moment, right before everything goes wrong. A moment so small, most people never notice it. Arian never noticed it either. Until now. 3 days later, Arian is walking into a corporate building. Glass walls, polished floors. A second chance. A job interview. This is it. I can't mess this up again. His hands are slightly shaking. His breathing uneven. But this time, he remembers. Pause. He stops for a second. Takes a deep breath. In, out. The storm inside him slows down, just a little. 3 people sit across the table. Cold faces. Professional. Unemotional. Tell us about your last job, one of them asks. Arian swallows. This is where everything went wrong before. He starts. I worked as a team lead. But suddenly, another interviewer interrupts. We saw your records. You had performance issues. There it is, the trigger. His chest tightens. His mind starts racing. They're judging me. They already decided. This is unfair. The storm begins. His thoughts get louder. Say something. Defend yourself. Don't let them disrespect you. This is the old Arian, the one who reacts, the one who explodes. His fingers curl, his jaw tightens. He's about to speak. Then suddenly, he remembers. Pause. Everything slows down. He takes a breath. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3. The storm doesn't disappear, but it weakens. The battle. Emotion versus logic. Inside his mind, 2 voices. Emotion. They're attacking you. Fight back. Logic. Wait. Think. Don't ruin this. Emotion. You'll lose this opportunity anyway. Logic. Not if you stay in control. For the first time, Arian doesn't immediately listen to emotion. He listens to logic. The response. He lifts his head, looks straight at them. Calm. Yes, he says. I made mistakes in my last job. The interviewers glance at each other. But I've been working on improving how I handle pressure. His voice is steady, controlled. I've realized that my biggest weakness wasn't skill. It was how I reacted in difficult situations. And I'm fixing that. Silence in the room. One interviewer leans forward. What makes you think you've changed? The proof. Arian pauses again. Not because he's afraid, but because he's thinking. Because this moment, he says, would have gone very differently a few days ago. A slight smile appears. But today, I chose to stay calm. Lesson revealed. The interview ends. Arian walks out. He doesn't know if he got the job, but something feels different. For the first time, he won the battle inside. Back to the park. That evening, he returns to the park. The old man is there, as if he knew. You faced a storm today, he says. Arian nods. I almost lost control. But I didn't. The old man smiles. Good. The truth about emotions. Listen carefully, the old man says. Emotions are not your enemy. They are signals. Fear, anger, frustration. They all tell you something. But they should never control your decisions. Key understanding. Most people, he continues, become slaves to their emotions. They feel something and immediately act on it. That's why they suffer. He looks directly at Arian. You felt anger today, but you didn't become it. Practical tool. So what do I do when emotions hit? Arian asks. The old man replies. 3 steps. 1. Notice it. 2. Pause. 3. Question it. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping me or hurting me? If it's hurting you, don't follow it. Arian looks up. For the first time, he understands. Control doesn't mean no emotions. It means not letting emotions control you. Chapter end. The sun begins to set. Golden light fills the park. Arian stands up. Stronger, sharper, more aware. Not perfect, but no longer lost.
Time. It moves silently, unnoticed, unstoppable. But sometimes, just a few seconds can change everything. Arian didn't believe that before, but now he was about to understand it. 2 days later, Arian is walking down a busy street. People rushing, cars passing, life moving fast. But inside him, something is different. Not calm, not fully in control, but aware. I just need to remember. Pause. The test arrives. Suddenly, a voice from behind. Arian? He turns. It's his former colleague, Rafi, the same person who used to blame him at work. Rafi smirks. So, I heard you got fired. There it is, the trigger. Arian feels it instantly. His chest tightens. His heart beats faster. Thoughts rush in. He's mocking you. Say something. Put him in his place. The old fire starts to rise. The moment. This is it. The exact moment where everything can go wrong or right.
Arian opens his mouth, then stops. The 5 seconds. He remembers the 5 seconds rule. He doesn't speak. Instead, he counts silently. 1. His anger is still there. 2. His breathing slows slightly. 3. The thoughts begin to lose intensity. 4. Clarity starts to return. 5. Control. Shift in control. That small pause changes everything. The emotion is still there, but it's weaker. Now he can think. The response. Arian looks at Rafi, calm. "Yeah," he says, "I did." Rafi raises an eyebrow. He wasn't expecting that. Arian continues, "But maybe I needed it." Silence. For the first time, I'm actually learning something. Rafi doesn't laugh this time. He doesn't reply, because there's nothing to attack, no reaction, no weakness. Power of non-reaction. Arian walks away, not angry, not defeated, in control. He didn't win by fighting, he won by not reacting. Back to the park. That evening, he returns again. The old man is there, sitting quietly. "You used it," he says, without looking. Arian smiles slightly. "The 5 seconds." The old man nods. "And?" "It worked." The secret explained. The old man looks at him. "Those 5 seconds, they are the space between who you are and who you choose to be." Why it works. When you react instantly, the old man explains, you're not thinking, you're just releasing emotion. But when you pause, you give your brain time to catch up, time to think, time to choose. Real truth. Most people never use those seconds. That's why they stay stuck. Same mistakes, same regrets. He looks at Arian. "You're different now." Micro decisions. Life isn't changed by big decisions, the old man continues. It's changed by small ones, made in small moments, like those 5 seconds. Practical framework. Remember this, he says. Trigger happens. Emotion rises. You pause, 5 seconds. You choose your response. That's it. Simple, but powerful. Internal power. Arian looks thoughtful. "So every time I feel triggered, I just pause?" The old man smiles. "Not just pause, observe, understand, then respond." Transformation begins. The sun sets again, but this time, Arian feels something new. Not confusion, not frustration, control. For the first time, I feel like I'm in charge. End of chapter. He stands up, walks slowly away, each step more stable, more aware. The world hasn't changed, but he has. Final line. Between action and reaction, there is a moment, and in that moment lies your power. Your mind. Feels like your greatest strength. But what if it's also your biggest trap? What if the way you think is not always true? Arian was about to discover something unsettling. Not every thought can be trusted. A few days later, Arian sits in a small cafe, a cup of coffee in front of him, phone in his hand, scrolling, thinking, observing. He's trying to stay aware now, trying to apply what he's learned. Then a message pops up from an old friend. "Bro, I heard something about you." Arian frowns. "What?" The reply comes. "People are saying you got fired because you messed up badly." There it is again, the trigger. The first reaction. His mind immediately reacts. "That's not true. They're talking behind my back. They think I'm a failure." His chest tightens. His thoughts speed up. The storm begins again. But this time, something is different. The pause returns. He stops, takes a breath, remembers, pause, observe, think, questioning the thought. He looks at the message again, then asks himself, is this 100% true? Silence. No. Do I have proof? No. Am I assuming things? Yes. This is in my head. Enter the mentor. That evening, park, same bench, same calm presence. You're thinking too much, the old man says. Arian sighs. I keep assuming things. The old man nods. Good. Arian looks confused. Good? Yes, because now you're noticing it. The truth about thinking. Your mind, the old man says, is designed to protect you, but sometimes it lies. Arian leans forward. Lies? Yes. It creates stories without full information, and you believe them as truth. Warning: thinking traps. These are called thinking traps, patterns of thinking that feel real but are not accurate. You assumed people are talking badly about you, the old man says. But you don't know that. You filled the gap with negativity. That's your brain trying to protect you by expecting the worst. Example 2. Overgeneralization. One mistake, and your mind says, I always fail. That's not logic. That's distortion. Example 3. Emotional thinking. You feel bad, so you think everything is bad. But feelings are not facts. Shift in awareness. Arian sits quietly. So, my mind is not always right? The old man smiles. It's often wrong. The power of questioning. Then how do I fix it? The old man replies, you don't fix your mind, you question it. The 3 questions. Every time you have a negative thought, ask yourself, 1. Is this fact or assumption? 2. What evidence do I have? 3. Is there another perspective? That's how you break the trap. Practical moment. Arian takes out his phone again, reads the message. This time, different reaction. He types back, maybe, but I'm working on improving. Simple, calm, confident. No anger, no overthinking. Inner strength. For the first time, he didn't let his thoughts control him. He controlled them. Deep truth. The old man looks at him. Your biggest enemy is not the world, it's your untrained thinking. Transformation continues. The sky turns orange. Sunset again. Arian feels lighter. Not because problems are gone, but because his mind is clearer. Chapter end. He stands up, smiles slightly, and walks away, more aware than ever before. Problems. They don't look dangerous at first, but when they grow, when they pile up, when everything hits at once, they feel overwhelming, like standing in front of a giant wall with no idea how to get through. Arian knew that feeling very well, but today he was about to learn something powerful. Every big problem can be broken down. A week later, Arian receives a call. Unknown number. He answers. Hello? A familiar voice. This is HR from Nexacorp. We reviewed your interview. Pause. and we'd like to offer you a position. Silence. Arian's heart starts racing, but before he can celebrate, there's one condition. You'll be handling a critical project, a failing one. If you can fix it, you stay. If not, the voice pauses. We let you go. Call ends. The problem. Arian stands still. Opportunity and risk together. His mind starts spinning. What if I fail again? What if I mess this up? This is too much. The pressure builds. The problem feels huge, overwhelming. The shift. Then he stops, closes his eyes, takes a deep breath. Don't panic. Break it down. Enter the mentor. Later that evening, park. I got the job, Arian says. The old man nods. And the problem? Arian exhales. It's big. The old man smiles. Good. Big problems create strong minds. The core lesson. Listen carefully, the old man says. No problem is too big, only too unclear. Arian frowns. What do you mean? Clarity through breakdown. When you see a problem as one big thing, you feel overwhelmed. But when you break it into parts, it becomes manageable. Clarity removes fear. The 5W1H method. The old man draws lines on a notebook. Use this. What is the problem? Why is it happening? Who is involved? When did it start? Where is it happening? How can it be solved? This is how you think clearly. Applying to real life. Arian goes home, sits with a notebook, writes. What? Project is failing. Why? Poor management? Weak strategy? Who? Team members? Managers? Clients? When? Issues started 3 months ago. Where? Execution phase. How? Needs analysis and restructuring. The transformation moment. Suddenly, the problem doesn't feel huge anymore. It feels clear, structured, solvable. It's not impossible. I just needed to see it clearly. Divide and conquer. The next day, office. Arian stands in front of his team. Instead of panic, he brings structure. Let's break this down, he says, step by step. He divides the problem. Team issues, communication gaps, strategy flaws. Each one, handled separately. Power in action. The team listens. For the first time, there's direction, clarity, control, internal growth. Arian realizes before he feared problems. Now he analyzes them. Deep truth. That evening, back at the park, you didn't solve the problem, the old man says. Arian looks confused. I didn't? No. You understood it. And that is the first step to solving anything. Final shift. The sky glows with sunset. Arian smiles. He's no longer reacting. He's thinking. Strategically. Clearly. Chapter end. He walks forward. No longer afraid of problems. Because now he knows how to face them. Your mind feels like your greatest strength. But what if it's also your biggest trap? What if the way you think is not always true? Arian was about to discover something unsettling. Not every thought can be trusted. A few days later, Arian sits in a small cafe, a cup of coffee in front of him, phone in his hand, scrolling, thinking, observing. He's trying to stay aware now, trying to apply what he's learned. Then, a message pops up from an old friend. "Bro, I heard something about you." Arian frowns. "What?" The reply comes, "People are saying you got fired because you messed up badly." There it is again, the trigger, the first reaction. His mind immediately reacts. "That's not true. They're talking behind my back. They think I'm a failure." His chest tightens, his thoughts speed up. The storm begins again. But this time, something is different. The pause returns. He stops, takes a breath, remembers, pause, observe, think, questioning the thought. He looks at the message again, then asks himself, "Is this 100% true?" Silence. No. Do I have proof? No. Am I assuming things? Yes. This is in my head. Enter the mentor. That evening, park, same bench, same calm presence. "You're thinking too much," the old man says. Arian sighs. "I keep assuming things." The old man nods. "Good." Arian looks confused. "Good?" "Yes, because now you're noticing it. The truth about thinking. Your mind," the old man says, "is designed to protect you, but sometimes it lies." Arian leans forward. "Lies?" "Yes, it creates stories without full information, and you believe them as truth." Warning: thinking traps. These are called thinking traps, patterns of thinking that feel real. There comes a moment when understanding a problem isn't enough. A moment when you must act, when you must decide, will you solve it or be crushed by it? Arian had reached that moment. 3 days into the new job, the pressure is real. Deadlines are tight. The team is confused. The project is still failing. And now, all eyes are on him. "Okay, I understand the problem, but how do I fix it?" The struggle. Arian sits at his desk, laptop open, notes everywhere. He's trying to think, trying to find a solution, but nothing feels right. His mind starts to slow down, then freeze. "I don't know what to do." Low tension music, creeping doubt. The pressure returns. What if I fail again? What if I'm not good enough? The old thoughts trying to come back. The reset. Arian closes his eyes, takes a deep breath. Stop. Don't panic. Think. Back to basics. That evening, park. "I understand the problem, but I can't find the solution." The old man nods calmly. "Good." Arian looks frustrated. "Good?" The old man smiles. "Yes, because now you're ready to learn the real skill. Problem solving is a skill. Solving problems," he says, "is not about guessing. It's a system, a method, and anyone can learn it. The 5 why method. Start here," the old man says. Ask yourself why. Not once, but 5 times. Arian leans forward. "Okay, the project is failing. Why? Because the team is missing deadlines. Why? Because tasks are unclear. Why? Because communication is weak. Why? Because there's no clear leadership. Why? Because no one is taking responsibility. Arian looks up. That's it. It's not the project, it's the structure. For the first time, he didn't guess the solution, he discovered it. Now, the old man says, create solutions. Don't judge them, just list them. Arian starts thinking. Assign clear roles, set daily check-ins, improve communication system, divide tasks properly. More ideas come, faster, freer. Now choose, the old man says. Which solution is practical? Which creates the most impact? Arian selects. Clear leadership structure, daily accountability system. Next day, office. Arian stands in front of the team, confident, clear. We're changing how we work, he says. He assigns roles, creates structure, sets expectations. For the first time, the team feels direction. Days pass. Slowly, things improve. Deadlines are met. Communication improves. The chaos starts turning into order. Arian realizes something powerful. Before, he avoided problems. Now, he solves them. Back at the park, you see, the old man says, problems are not your enemy. They are your training. The sun sets again. Arian stands there, stronger than before. Not because life got easier, but because he got better. He walks forward, with confidence, with clarity, with power.